I'm proud to be here, pleased to be here, and pleasure to be here to say to you, the Mark Harrison Band!
Thank you very much. We'd better not be crap after that then. Thanks everyone for coming out. Who imagined that coming out to a gig would be an act of extraordinary courage? And we're not going to talk about that tonight. You find yourself saying things like, I'm just going to put on a mask and go for a piss. Who would ever have dreamt such a thing? Still on. Oh, well, it's through the monitor then. Okay. Yeah. Got it, thank you. So yeah, thanks for coming out, and I'm Mark Harrison, and I would like to introduce you to the two gentlemen playing with me. On double bass, Charles Benfield. And on drums and percussion, Ben Welburn. They're better than me, so I should just listen to them. We do songs that I wrote that are in a blues style of the original blues artists who invented all this music. And I write songs about all sorts of subjects that perhaps other people don't write songs about. And lately I've been wondering whether there might be a good reason for that. But let's hope not. So I'll just say a few things about each one so you have some idea what they're about, and they're not terribly long, so if there's one you don't like, then another one's coming along pretty soon. This song's called Same Roads, and it's about having a repetitive, routine, mundane life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've always aspired to that, but never been very good at it, and I had a good long go at it, but I couldn't hack it. And I don't think that that makes you, in some way, more interesting, just different. I've been walking down the same roads for so long. I've been driving down the same streets for so long. Going up and down, and I ain't been very far. It's a comfort zone and it's a prison yard. All the same things for so long. I've been thinking all the same thoughts for so long. Going around and around on a wheel inside a cage, trying to read the book, but I'm stuck on the first page. doing what I'm told for so long. I've been towing that line for so long. Swim against the tide, but I keep getting beaten back. Trying to run the race, but the wrong way around the track. Thank you very much. Thank you. The next song is called Fox Chase. And it's sort of taking stock of things that have happened to you if you look back, which I try not to. And these are some things you might think if you ever look back, things that have happened to you. And the conclusion is, Fox Chase is a kind of a pattern played by blues harmonica players. And it was sort of, I think, pioneered by Sonny Terry. So it's a kind of standard pattern, yeah, that blues harmonica players play, hence the title. And I guess I'm figuring that if you regard life as a bit of a fox chase with hunters and the hunted, then it's a pretty good idea not to be the fox. I heard a lot of stories how they run and flow, but I don't know, oh I don't know. Heard a lot of people how they come and go, but I don't know, oh I don't know. Reaching for the bottom of your heart, get back up and line up at the start. Take your place in the fox chase. I took a lot of punishment out on the street, but I'm not beat, no I'm not beat. Took a lot of blows that knocked me off my feet, but I'm not beat, no I'm not beat. Reaching for the bottom of your heart, get back up and line up at the start. Take your place in the fox chase. There's been a lot of trouble, it's been hard to bear, but I don't care, no I don't care. There's been some consternation, there's been wear and tear, but I don't care, no I don't care. Reaching for the bottom of your heart, get back up and line up at the start. Take your place in the fox chase. whole place in the fox chase. Thank you very much. Well, the next song is called Wheels Going Round. I read a book a while ago. I had a little phase of reading history of this country, and I read a book about the 1950s, and I suppose what it described in many ways was my dad grew up, like me, in Coventry, born and bred in Coventry. Well, indeed, there's no reason why anyone has to. I've never been convinced of this. Unless it's so that they don't have to grow up in Nuneaton. And this was the era before happiness was invented. As far as I can tell, happiness was invented in the 1980s. And we didn't have it before then. And even then it didn't reach Coventry. Where if you smiled a lot, people greeted you with enormous suspicion. And rightly so, in my opinion. And people often say to me, you never smile. And that's one of the reasons, is that I grew up thinking it was bad sign. As a matter of fact, I still do. Well, anyway, before happiness was invented, people just sort of got on with stuff relatively without complaint, because they didn't have dissatisfaction to quite the degree that we have in this day and age. Where people seem to think that if they're not gloriously happy 24 hours a day, then that's someone's fault. So this is a song that's like a life story of someone of that generation, but I have a feeling that it's still true of a tremendous number of people. They just don't yell about it a lot. Kicking stones and raising sand out in the alley and holding hands, cooking up some mighty plan. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Look at that car, I fancy that. Out on the town in a fancy hat. Look in the mirror, there's a real cool cat. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Two suitcases in the hall, renting a room on the 13th floor, hearing the neighbors through the wall. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Now there'll be no more running wild. Got a roof and a wife and child, photograph with a row of smiles. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Here comes trouble, now it's gone. Another one will soon come along. Cross that bridge if the bridge is strong. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Christmas lights, thousand reasons to start a fight, ruined days and broken nights. Oh, what's that sound? Whoa, it's the wheels going round. Doing the right thing, get it done. Ain't necessarily lots of fun. Go on holiday, hope for sun. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Prop me up for another day. Send me out and I'm on my way. Oh, it's a mug's game, but that's okay. Oh, what's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. What's that sound? Oh, it's the wheels going round. Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to do the rest of the set on the 12 string. Well, this is a 12-string guitar. It's got 12 strings on it, which is what you might call a hostage to fortune. But it was all in tune last time I checked. That was a fortnight ago. This next song is called Low Life Avenue. It's about following your dream, going for it. Which is something a lot of people do and are encouraged to do. And it's perhaps not always the best advice. To this day, of course, people flock to London to follow their dream. I have to say I went in the other direction a couple of years ago, but I came here a while back and I'm not quite sure what it was I followed. Certainly was a pretty smelly destination. But have you ever noticed that people come to London and they're quite young to follow their dream and they go home and say to their friends back in where they came from, in the sticks or whatever they call it, they say, oh, it's fantastic London because it's huge and anonymous and you can be anyone you want to be. And when they've gone to the toilet, their friends say, God, he's become a right twat, hasn't he? A few years later, they go back and say, oh, it's great where I live in London. It's just like a village. And I lived for many years in East Finchley. And one day they slapped up a sign declaring it East Finchley Village. I thought, oh good, there'll be a fete. Perhaps we'll be visited by the local vicar. I'll start growing stuff. East Finchley Village, my arse. There's a place called Brixton Village. Did you know? Have you ever been there? You can't move for copies of The Guardian. Brixton Village. I know the original inhabitants of Brixton are just thrilled with that. They go, yeah, we come from Brixton Village. Just delaying the moment when I check that string. Now Dirty rooms of strangers, sometimes how a dream comes true. Clinging down with danger, hoping that it won't hurt you. It can get scary down on Low Life Avenue. Now one foot in the gutter, trying to keep the other one out. Easy to keep sliding, easy to fall further down. You gotta get lucky down on Low Life Avenue. Now you could be in an office, nose down on the daily grind. You could be ticking boxes and standing in the canteen line. But you wound up here, down on Low Life Avenue. Now sometimes you look back and think about what might have been. Feeling like a loser, but hoping that you still might win. Strut your stuff now, and go down Low Life Avenue. Oh, fuck and wing it, and go down Low Life Avenue. Thank you very much. We're now going to play a short instrumental. We've got a few instrumentals. We normally put one on each album. And I get the titles from things I don't remember from growing up, and this one is called The Last Bus Home. And when I was growing up, Youll went into town on a Friday and Saturday night, went to a series of pubs that you now would be far too scared to enter, with or without a pandemic, quite frankly. And then the last bus came back at 11 o'clock, and it was a great occasion. Here it is. Thank you very much. Yep. Next song is called Restless Mind. I think it's always been quite courageous for people to think for themselves and sometimes do things that are going to cause them trouble. And we seem to me to live in an age of considerable conformity now, where, especially on social media, which for me is an area of great horror. It's full of people just copying each other's views, as far as I can tell. And it's not great. You should think for yourself, in my opinion. And this song, I guess, is vaguely set in perhaps the civil rights time, when some of these people stuck their heads out, sometimes paid a very, very big price for that. There were great acts of courage done then by people who had restless minds and were not prepared to put up any longer with what was in front of them. And those type people have changed the course of things, and as far as I'm aware, they don't go on Twitter and go, "Oh, fuck off," which seems to be the level of discourse that's out there. But my social media is a horror story, and I'd quite like to give it up, because what I've discovered on social media is that there are people that you get on with perfectly well in real life, and then you see the kind of stuff they put on social media, and you think, oh my God, you're an absolute twat. So I've actually reduced the number of friends I have as a direct result of social media, which I think is not the idea. That woman made my blood run cold. She said, "You're gonna mess up, that's quite clear. Turn a silk person to a real pig here. Oh, that's your fate, cause that's your Jones. You can't help it, it's in your bones. You're gonna be in a bind, and trouble's what you'll find with a restless mind. Now when I saw what those people did, I just ran away and hid. I said, that ain't gonna happen to me, 'cause I'm on the road to liberty. But the road was closed, there was a riot going on. Curfew was coming, better be gone. You're gonna be in a bind, and trouble's what you'll find with a restless mind. why you folks are nodding along? Can't you see that it's all wrong? You're gonna be in a bind, and trouble's what you'll find with a restless mind. You're gonna be in a bind, and trouble's what you're gonna find with a restless mind. Thank you. We're going to do two quick ones before the interval. This song's called Everybody Knows. It's sort of modelled a little bit on the style of the great 12-string blues player Blind Willie McTell. And the truth of the matter is, this is the first thing I wrote when I got a 12-string, and I thought I was working out how to play one of his songs. But I was in fact so crap at that I wound up with a completely different song. So I thought I'd better put different words to it. So this is Everybody Knows, and this is basically saying, life's not fair. So what? You chance your arm, you ride your luck runs out sometimes, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, you can't fight it. You send your heart to the wrong address, make a fool of yourself, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, you can't fight it. It's not fair, it's not right. Makes you curse, makes you cry. Ain't no law gonna change anything. What you want any day, someone gets in the way. Bang your fist, stamp your foot, that won't do. Yeah, Anneka, well, you're happy now, feeling good. Tomorrow get the blues, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, you can't fight it. Everybody knows. That's the way it goes, everybody knows. That's the way it goes, you can't fight it. You can't fight it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, this last song before the interval, here's an irony for you, is that for the first time ever, I think I've got a sing-along song. But you're not allowed to sing along. I've been trying to do this for years, and I've never been able to confront the potential humiliation of asking people to sing along and no one doing it. And now no one can. So I've got a perfect excuse. So here's a sing-along song you cannot sing along to. However, I think I've got this solved. Because when we discovered a while back that you couldn't do live performance if anybody was actually singing. Now the audience can't, but we can. But I got on top of this. What we all have to do is to become ventriloquists. And I am planning to retrain as a ventriloquist because those people are going to mop up. So when it comes to the chorus of this song, I'm expecting some ventriloquism. The song is called I'm Damned. And I think you'll find that comes out as I'm gammed. If you do it properly. So the chorus is I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. And so I would encourage you to mumble when that comes along. We'll have an interval then. Please go buy albums. We've got 6 albums out. And if you like what we're doing, please go buy albums because more than ever now, we need to be selling them if we can. We're old friends, that thing of me. Oh now, what ya gonna do? Give that coin a spin. No way I can win. Cause I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Sometimes I could kick my own ass. Oh now, what ya gonna do? I see your trouble in a patched up boat. Fail like hell just to keep afloat. Oh now, what ya gonna do? Give that coin a spin. No way I gon' win. Cause I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. Damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Mumble, damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Well, I'm damned if I do, and if I don't. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. I'm damned if I do. And I'm damned if I don't. I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Of course, you can't go anywhere, can you? But we can. Just to there. Albums are at the door.